we see a young Izuku Midoriya in front of his mother, as she would say, "You're nothing but a burden, a brat, you're useless, and you're not powerful." He says, "So you're not the one either." As he begins to lift her up with his hands, she's like, "No, I'm sorry, please give me another chance." He says, "There's no more chances." Kaboom. As he blows Inko Midoriya up. And he says, "As I thought, you're not the one either." As he returns to the adoption center, as the ladies who watch over him say, "So she wasn't the one either?" Nah. So we go into a couple of weeks later, as a woman with blonde hair. So yeah, with a woman with blonde hair. Sorry about this, guys. As a woman with blonde hair and red eyes would then walk into the door. No. Sorry, blonde hair with red eyes would walk into the door. She would say that she's looking for a child. This is when she sees a boy with red hair, one red eye, and one yellow eye. And he just had a smile on his face. As he has a pair of headphones right where the neck is. They were Bluetooth headphones with a tank top shirt on and a white scarf. With a white and blue scarf. He always wears. As he would have on a pair of shorts with a pair of white and blue Chuck Taylors on. As he would sing, am I ever gonna be anymore? How will I ever have a real family? He's wondering. So yeah, as the boy, the woman would go up to him, pick him up, and play with him. As he would just chuckle and have fun. As she would ask the people who watch over all the orphans, the ladies who watch over the orphans, she would ask them could she adopt that one. One of the ladies would be like, "He's very sensitive and he's very lovable, but you don't want to get me angry." She says, "Okay." But she adopts him as he would meet his brother, Katsuki Bakugo. As Bakugo like, "Hello there, my name is Katsuki Bakugo." This is when he's like, "My name is Izuku Bakugo, I guess now." He says, "But everyone just calls me Bakugo." "Nah, I don't like it. I'll call you Kachan. Let's go play Kachan." As the two would play video games until Inko called Deku. So, not Inko, Mitsuki called Deku so she can wash him up and, let him help him take his bath. As he would take off his clothes, she would see he have a lot of scars. They explain that every family he's been with usually scars him with a lifetime scar. And I'm not eventually going to heal these, but just not right now. He says, she wouldn't say, "I'm so sorry to hear that." He says, "This kid, you may have watched him when you were younger. His name was Kiwala Zoldyck. He had sadness. He went through the torture I went through, but mine was a little worse." She was shocked, but she knows that Kiwala went through junk. So she's like, "Don't worry, I won't do that to you." And as they would eat dinner, as Deku would just meditate, as Bakugo would go to sleep. And she's like, "Izuku, it's time for bed." And he would just ignore her. As once again, he would say, "Izuku, time for bed." This is when her hair lift up as it's not like tentacles, as she goes Kushina mode, basically, and saying, "It's time to go to sleep." He says, just looks at her head. He gulps and "Yes, ma'am." He then lays down. She tells him that she's not gonna hurt him. He just has to follow the rules around him. He's not in the orphanage no more. You actually with people that care about you. As he would be happy to know this, as Mitsuki, to see him showing signs of him having a fire quirk or pyrokinesis. But when they went there, the doctor says he's quirkless. But this is when Mitsuki and Bakugo and Kachan be like, but we saw him use fire. This is when he shows her saying it's nothing but an illusion. See, touch it. As Bakugo would touch it. This is when he would see he was right. But he whispered in Mitsuki's ear, this is real. It just doesn't, I just made it to where it doesn't hurt no one. Mom, and I'll explain to you my abilities, Mom. Don't tell anyone. If you do, I'll be experimental. She gets excited that he finally called her mom. So, Bakugo would find out he has an explosion release, or explosion ability. As he wouldn't be too cocky about it this time. Knowing that the Deku is still powerful even without a quirk. So, this is when he was like, alright, this is when he would say, alright, it's time, freedom, this is when you're ready to go home. This is when Mitsuki asks, alright, Deku, alright, Deku, show me your powers. He says, alright, as he would transform, as he would look like, as he would say, Bankai. His blade, this is when he had this blade in his hand. This red light blade, as he says, this is my Bankai blade. I don't understand my powers right now, but yeah, that's just how it works. This is my power for my happiness form. They're like, what do you mean by that? He says, well, you see, I have split emotions. Each emotion has a different ability. This is my regular form. I don't really have anything too special. Just telekinesis, and I'm able to just look at you, lift up a finger, and blow you up. Just by saying kaboom. This is my happiness form. Have you ever watched an episode of Naruto before? She's like, yeah, I'll watch this on my childhood shows you what. Well, you see, in this form, I pretty much have the ability to sense. I know what you're thinking, and I can sense all emotions. This is when she's impressed. She says, but I also control all the elements. And then have you watched Avatar? Buckle said, yeah, it's a cool show. That's why I'm getting my moves from explosions from. He's like, This is when he then goes into the Avatar state, just with hair. Just imagine him looking like this, but his outfit transformed into the one in the picture. And all of this is going around him saying, this is the Avatar state. This is what you watch, known as the Avatar state, he says. This is my forget what I said about the Avatar powers. He doesn't have that right now. This is his evolved form. As he says, this is my anger. In this form, I'm basically an assassin. I was born to be an assassin. I pretty much have all assassin powers. My main ability is explosions. Unlike yours, Kachan. I don't blow out my head. I can think about it, and I can erase it. I can move a hand, and it's gone. She explained, and it says, I know every single assassin techniques too. Every single assassin technique. He appears behind her, saying, my speed is also meant to be an assassin as well. So yeah. So Mitsuki would be amazed by it, saying, amazing, as he says. If you have something you don't want, this is when he looks at this vase, saying, like that vase, as he says, as he just thinks of it, as it explodes. This is when he says, incinerate. His eyes turn purple. As his blue eyes then turn purple. So like how the Grimmery eyes is in High School DxD. This is when it just completely blows away. So that she's impressed, saying in this, that was my angerness. That was my anger. This is my sadness. He's more of a joker. He never like seen the sad side. I can pick between 3 cards. Each card I can wish for a different name. If I want to, I can just make it can make I can basically wish whatever I want to too. Think of money. She says, what do you want, mother? Asking Inko, she asks for money. Just from, not Inko Mitsuki, just for like a demonstration. Money. What an easy one, he says. As then, loads of money appears in his hand, saying, see, told ya. So yeah, she'd be 100% amazed by it. She didn't think like it was true. So yeah, that was happiness. I call him happiness for short. So yeah, this is when he's like, This is when Ethan says, these are my powers. I have one more form, but I can't show you it right now because it will blow up pretty much everything around me right now. And I don't want that to happen. He says, now the ship, you'll find her soon. Just know that. Or she'll be in the thumbnail. But she won't be introduced for a minute. So yeah. So anyway, Ethan says, and if that happened, the Hero Society would be alert right away. So yeah, they're shocked to see that. Him saying that. Anyway. Well, now what I was saying was, anyway, now those are my powers for now. Plus, guys, I'm not revealing to you what they look like right now. That's also another reason. I'm not revealing to the next part. So yeah, how they look. And some of his forms will have evolved forms, so don't worry about that. So if you think, oh, he's gonna have like one form, no, he's gonna have evolved forms too. He says, anyway, those are my powers. As we time skip a couple of years, as we're now 9 years old, as Deku have gotten a better wheel for his power. His appearance will change too.